The Shawshank Redemption, America, 1994. In the year 1947, the story of Andy Dufresne, a banker from Maine, began. He was convicted of the murder of his wife and her lover, a professional golfer. Despite his insistence on his innocence, his cold and calculated demeanor raised everyone's suspicions that he was the killer. Andy was sentenced to life imprisonment and was sent to Shawshank Prison, a harsh institution known for its severity and strict rules. Upon his arrival, Andy faced hostility from the other inmates who doubted his innocence. However, over time he managed to earn the respect of his fellow prisoners and became a valued figure in the eyes of the guards. Red, also known as Ellis Boyd Redding, had been an inmate at Shawshank for 20 years on a murder charge. Despite his good behavior and efforts, his parole request was denied, but this didn't bother him much. During an interview, Red shared his prison experience and how he managed to survive and adapt to the harsh conditions. Andy faced numerous challenges in prison, being targeted and harassed by some of the other inmates who doubted his innocence. However, Red extended a helping hand and assisted him in adapting to prison life. Andy quickly learned the rules of the prison and used his financial skills to help other inmates. He established a library in the prison and started a music program to help inmates express themselves. During his time in prison, Andy discovered the corruption of the warden who controlled the prison. Andy attempted to expose the truth and break this corrupt system. He gathered evidence and collaborated with other inmates to expose the warden and bring about justice. However, the conflict between Andy and the warden escalated, with the latter fabricating the charge of another inmate's escape and blaming Andy. Andy was sent to solitary confinement, where he suffered from isolation and injustice. Over the years, Andy continued to plan his escape. He dug a secret tunnel under his cell over many years, using simple tools and hiding his waste in a book bag. It took great patience and strong determination to complete the tunnel without anyone noticing. Finally, Andy succeeded in escaping from Shawshank Prison when the end of the tunnel was discovered.
After years of unjust imprisonment, Andy found himself outside the prison. He met up with Red, who thought he had died, and they both headed to Mexico to start a new life. The story reflects spiritual strength, resilience, and friendship in difficult circumstances. Andy learned that hope is not lost even in the darkest places, and that strong will and true friendship can overcome obstacles. The story ends by affirming the power of the human spirit and the ability to survive and strive for justice. The end